Ladies and gentlemen, heels and heelettes, I am not Ness, obviously. I am your boy Chris G, aka, that's another show. I'm joined here by my co-host, Mary Jane. I am filling in for the good brother Ness to do this NXT Takeover Portland review because he's too busy being Father of the Year. So we are going to smoke this one for you, my friend. So today we'll be reviewing NXT Takeover Portland. That happened last Saturday. I'm sorry, it happened last Sunday. I'm still not used to takeovers on Sundays. I don't think we're going to get used to takeovers on Sundays, to be honest. You know how we do? You know what? We're going to start something different. I'm tired of lighting up by myself. So from now on, when I light up, you're going to light up. Let's be honest, folks. If you're watching this, you're either 1, a wrestling head, 2, a pothead, or 3, both. So me and you are going to light these shits up. Let's do it. Ooh, yeah. That's some good Mary. So kicking off NXT TakeOver Portland was Poppy. Now, I don't listen to any of her music. I don't even know what fucking genre she should be in because it was a mix of like EDM and emo rock. Like, she's hot. She's cool. The band came out looking like zombies and shit. I dig it. I fucking love zombies. So the band, the presentation, everything was great. The music, it's not my type of music, but you know what? They got the shit rocking. The first match that we started out with was Keith Lee, the North American champion, defending his belt against DJ Kovac. I said it right. This was my favorite match of the night. Shit, this might be one of my favorite matches of 2020 so far. See, me growing up, there wasn't a lot of big men to like. Besides The Undertaker, maybe Kevin Nash, and I wasn't even a Kevin Nash fan like that. The Giant, or The Big Show, I guess. It feels good to see two athletic, charismatic big men beat the shit out of each other and do things that you wouldn't think guys their size could do. I mean, these guys were doing back and forth flips, hits, diving off for fucking turnbuckles. Oh my God. Mark my words. 2020 marks the revolution of the big man. You got guys like Brian Cage. You got guys like these two. You got guys like Damian Priest is his fucking name now. They should have just left him Punishment Martinez. Guys like this, they can move. They do shit nobody thought big men can do. And in this era where everybody, well, the prototypical superstar is a little smaller in build, to be a big man doing all the shit that they can do just makes you a little bit more special. So I'm glad to see the big dudes making a rise again. DJ Kovac finally made a statement. I think everybody's going to notice him now. Hardcore fans, guys who had seen him before, like when he was in Ring of Honor and stuff, we kind of knew what he was capable of. But now, we know this motherfucker is going to be great on a big stage. So I'm happy to see that. Keith Lee, he's already a star. It's only a matter of time until they make him a superstar. So, you know, hopefully these guys will fight 10 more times because every time they fight, this is their 5th match. And this is the best one. Every time they put on a match, the shit is bananas. So kudos to them. The next match was Dakota Kai versus Tegan Knox. Now this was building off a personal rivalry that started at War Games when Dakota Kai turned her back on Tegan Knox and the rest of her team and didn't even participate in the match. She beat her ass in the cage, in the first cage, and then they went into the second cage with the 2 rings. Yeah, you know War Games. But this was a street fight. And they beat the shit out of each other. Like, it was a good match. It was a solid match. To make it feel more personal, I think it could have gone a little longer, but at the same time, if it would have went a little longer, the match probably would have dragged. The finish was a little because they tried to throw, well, Raquel Gonzalez, some chick that be popping up on NXT every once in a while. She helped Dakota Kai beat up Tegan Knox a little bit. They went to throw it through a table, and the table didn't break. Now, it's not the first time we've seen this happen. It's really not their fault. I mean, get cheaper tables. They're women. They're fucking 110 pounds soaking wet. They're not going to go through a table as easy as a Seth Rollins at 220. You know what I mean? Definitely not. So, what can you do? God damn it, pal, maybe we need cheaper tables. Yeah, great fucking idea, Vince. Anyway, the Dakota guy gets the W. I'm sure this feud's not over. Next up, we have Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano. I was a little iffy about this match because I'm not a big Johnny Gargano guy. And deep down inside, I feel like Finn has got a little complacent, a little content. He's happy to be there. He's making good money. He's back at NXT. Probably just lives in Florida again. He's living the good life. These two beat the shit out of each other too. They got time. And with that time, they were able to bring intensity. They were able to bring emotion. They were able to feed each other's comebacks. They were able to tell an elaborate story and keep the action well paced. Johnny Takeover is Johnny Takeover, taking punishment, comes back with his spots at the perfect time, of course. The way he sells, I mean, I just don't get Johnny Gargano. But besides my opinion, he's fucking amazing. Like, he's really good. He's just not my cup of tea. Personality-wise, I guess. And I hate his fucking theme song. Anyway, this match goes about 27, 28 minutes. They beat the shit out of each other. But Finn, the Prince of Darkness, is finally back. He brought out some old school shit. He looked aggressive. He looked intense. He looked mean as a motherfucker, which is how you need him to look all the time. No more fucking going around smiling. I want you to look at the camera and tell people to fuck off. Finn Balor gets the win. Next, we have the NXT Women's Champion. I'm still going to call her the Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley defending her title against Bianca Belair. Now, the only thing wrong with this match is that it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that Rhea was going to win. Spoiler alert. And defend her title. And go on to defend her title at WrestleMania against Charlotte. It was a solid match. Rhea's really good. Bianca's getting better. A lot better. A lot of back and forth. It's a little slow at times for my taste. But it is what it is. They got a good amount of time. It just wasn't believable that Bianca was going to win at any point. For me. After the match, Rhea defends, of course. After the match, Charlotte Flair comes out. Just beats up Rhea Ripley. And accepts the challenge to have a title match at WrestleMania. Bianca Belair was chilling outside. Charlotte just threw her in the stairs for the fuck of it. Never know. Maybe that plays into something in the future or in the immediate future. I guess we'll find out. Next was the Undisputed Era putting up their tag team titles against the Broserweights. This match was fucking insane. Tag matches involving the Undisputed Era are usually always pretty good. Usually. Always pretty good. Any match with Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle is usually pretty fucking good. Now you add all of those motherfuckers together and you have a pretty good fucking match. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly together. Probably the best tag team in Undisputed Era. Even though I liked O'Reilly and Roddy, this tag team is probably the best. They work really good together. Well, they have so much chemistry. But they do all the little things, the classic heel little things, like distracting the ref and going around the other side and fucking beating up the other dude on the apron, and like all the little tiny details that get the heat. That shit is lost now, but they know how to do it. The Broserweights, on the other hand, they developed really good chemistry in a short amount of time. It only makes sense for them to win. They won the Dusty Classic. There was points in the match where Matt Riddle will accidentally hit Pete Dunne, or Pete Dunne will accidentally hit Matt Riddle, and then you get the false finish, and you think, fuck, like Undisputed Era is going to defend. the sequences that Matt Riddle just continue. He has like no off button. He has no fucking off button. I've never met a man that high that can do the things he do. We spoke to that. The Broserweights are your new NXT Tag Team Champions. And I fucking love it. The main event was Adam Cole putting up his championship, the NXT Championship, against Tommaso Ciampa. Now, you already know coming into this was going to be a crazy match. Adam Cole worked on the neck, you know, the knee, all the weak spots for Ciampa. Go back and forth. Really good match. But at the very end, Johnny Gargano comes out. Now there's a spot where the ref took a bump outside. I think it was outside. Undisputed Era comes out, starts to beat up Ciampa, whatever. Ciampa fends him off. Eventually it's just Ciampa and Adam Cole. Now Ciampa's going to reach for the belt so he can hit Adam Cole with the belt, right? And guess who's there with the belt? Johnny Wrestling. Just looking at Ciampa. Johnny Gargano hits him with the belt. Adam Cole pins him. Defends the champ. A lot of people didn't like this, but I actually dig it because I think, to me, it feels different with Ciampa being the face and Gargano being the heel, which works for me because I like Ciampa better than Gargano anyway. It's only right they have a final match at the WrestleMania weekend. I'm excited to see what happens with NXT going into the WrestleMania weekend. I want to see Keith Lee do something big. I expect Finn to get an NXT Championship match. Subscribe, like, share, comment. The True Hill Heat YouTube page, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we're everywhere. You can see my eyes are more red than a baboon's ass. You can follow me at spick_Flair_woo. Be on the lookout for new episodes of Blunt Impact and Joints and Jabronis coming out soon. I'm your boy Chris G. For your co-host Mary Jane. For the other host that's taking care of his children, Ness. We'll see you next time.